This is the Third Culture Kids show. I'm Sam and the host of the show. We aim to encourage third culture kids to identify their multicultural background and embrace it.
Hi, I'm Samar Hamdi, and my third culture is a combination of Eritrea, Sudanese, and Saudi. My parents are Eritreans, that's why I carry an Eritrean passport, but I cannot identify or feel like I belong to Eritrea. I was born in Saudi, but my mom was also a mix of Eritrean and Sudanese, so I think that makes me a third culture kid.
Okay, how about your friends? Are most of your friends also third culture kids, or are they mostly local?
Yes, almost all of my friends are third culture kids.
Why?
Well, I think it's because we can relate to each other, and also because one thing I came to know about is like most third culture kids have very open mind and are very have a very different view of how they see people and things. So yeah, that's why.
So you get exposed to a lot of different cultures.
So you're accepting of others as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you ever experience any language barriers with your friends or even back home?
Not with my friends, because we actually I speak Arabic, English, and the official language of Eritrea, but not my tribal language.
Okay.
So going back for holidays, I find it very you find yourself in this very awkward, I can't even communicate with my grandfather at some point. Yeah, because he speaks a different language. I speak Arabic. His Arabic is okay, but still. But so yeah, that's the only thing. And people look down on you because you don't speak the language. So yeah.
But I think that's okay, right? Because if you're not speaking that language continuously, you're not used to it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So I think, but they don't see it that way. So they give you they make you feel like you're wrong, you're doing something wrong, or you weren't raised properly.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess that's where an open mindset comes in. Third culture kids are more accepting of that. Okay, so when you meet someone new, how do you respond to the question, where are you from? Because I know that a lot of third culture kids struggle with that.
So usually my answer depends on the person I meet or the person asking.
Okay.
I freeze for a few seconds and then start thinking, where am I actually from? Am I Eritrean? Am I Sudanese? Am I Saudi? So if I meet an Eritrean in Eritrea, then I'll tell them I'm from Saudi. Because they'll look at you like you're a foreigner. You're not from here. You're from outside. You're from somewhere else, sorry. But if I meet people here, I tell them okay, I'm Sudanese. Sometimes, because most people don't know where Eritrea is, so I say Sudanese. Sometimes I say I'm Ethiopian because it's the closest country to Eritrea, and we kind of have the same culture. And sometimes I just sit down. If I feel like I have the energy, I sit down and explain to them. And some are like, no, you're actually from Saudi. How do you say you're Eritrean? So my answer keeps changing, depending on my mood or the person, the background of the person.
Right.
And I don't think that's a good thing.
I mean, it's also not a good thing for other people to just pick one culture for you and just associate you with that one culture.
That's true, but again, I cannot judge them for that. I mean, maybe they weren't exposed and they haven't met people from different cultures as much.
Of course, but I think it's okay for you to tell them that I am associated with all of these cultures, because that's the point. We're trying to identify every single culture that you associate yourself with. So I think it's okay to tell people. If you just come to me and tell me I am from Eritrea, I'd be like, no, tell me more. Tell me about yourself,
Okay, yeah, that's true. But I think it's hard because people just sit and ask a lot of questions, and sometimes I feel tired and I don't have the energy to in Grab cars. I get that. I get asked that a lot. So it takes a lot to explain and where's Eritrea? Oh, then you live in Saudi, so what are you? Are you Saudi? Or are you Eritrean? So it's a lot of questions, and I'm just
you don't want to talk to people.
Not that. I mean, sometimes, yeah, that's true. Sometimes.
That is true.
I get not scared, but I get nervous meeting new people.
Are you nervous now?
No.
No?
No. Not.
But I think that's with a lot of third culture kids. People say that they're really outgoing because they've been exposed to different cultures, but they're also a bit shy.
Yes.
So it's like somewhere in the middle. They're a bit of mix of both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you said, they don't fit anywhere. Not here, not here. So.
I mean, it's good to stand out, though.
But yes,
It's good to stand out.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's not good fitting in. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
But it's also good being different.
Of course. I mean, while most of the people in the world are trying to stand out, why should you try to like fit in when you already stand out? So it's okay. True. It's good. It's a good thing. So tell me, what are some of the good things that you love about being a third culture kid?
I think it's the best thing is I can relate to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not judgmental of anyone. Like people who are like different from you or who have different values or beliefs. You're just accepting of everyone. And me coming to Malaysia and living here also helped a lot about how I see people. You know. So yeah, I think that's a good thing.
That is, because when you're just exposed to one culture, you sort of have a closed mind that you only know what that is, right?
And you're very biased towards your people, you know?
Right.
Exactly.
We should be more accepting of other people too.
True.
So when you say that some people are judgmental and most third culture kids are not, so do you think you struggle to fit in with a certain kind of people, or do you stand out? Are you okay with that?
Okay, so yes, I don't think I fit anywhere.
Okay.
Going back home, I don't relate to my relatives, Eritreans, and since I've moved here,
right,
the way I think and see everything has changed, my opinion and my views. So going back to Saudi is difficult now because I cannot relate to people. I can't, you know, like even my friends back home.
Right.
We're not the same. You feel like you've outgrown the place, you know. So yeah, I don't think I fit anywhere.
Do you think that you've lost connection with those people once you moved?
Even with my parents sometimes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's really sad.
I mean sometimes, but like they're still my parents, so I try to communicate and talk to them.
Of course.
But with other people it doesn't really matter anymore, yeah.
So do you think that your family back home is very welcoming to you?
Now, yeah, but they are. They are. And I try show them that, okay, things have changed.
Right.
And when I go back, I don't expect you to be the same as you were before. You
right,
know, like,
of course.
Except the new me. So yeah, I'm hoping for that. But with friends, it's different. I don't think I have as much friends as I used to.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I've changed and people are still the same. So, you know, you cannot really connect. And I don't like having just keeping friends for the sake of having friends.
Right.
Yeah, so that's difficult.
But that's okay, right? Because when you're exposed to so many different cultures, it's not just about changing, you're actually growing, you're learning a lot of things.
Exactly, yes, true. So, that's, I try to make new friends and like get to know people and stuff.
Right.
But I also think when I think about all my other friendships or the friendships I had back then, you realize like there was something wrong there, or like you were like I was inexperienced.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so things were different.
Do you now think that your friends were inexperienced?
I think so.
Oh, really?
I really feel bad when I think about my friends or some people I used to know.
Right.
That I'm like, okay, so they act this way because they're in this particular place,
right,
or this is the environment they've
right,
lived in. Yeah, I am lucky. I got exposed to other cultures. I met new people. So I think differently now. But I hope this changes. You know.
Have you ever told them?
Only to the close ones.
Only to the close ones? I guess it's okay to kind of educate people that are close to you about different things that you experience.
Yes, exactly, true. But I don't think people would listen unless they go through it.
True,
yeah.
Okay.
They'd be like, oh, you're just talking because you've been there, you know?
Right, experiencing something is a lot more important than
True.
just hearing about it.
Yeah, true.
Right, okay. So, You say that, of course, there are some people who are different. They have not gone outside their country or their city. So, do you think those people struggle to understand third culture kids?
Yes, they do.
They do.
They do a lot. So I try as well not judge them, because like that's not something they choose.
Of course.
But maybe be like empathize or be considerate of others.
Right.
Yeah,
Is that your message to them, that you should be more considerate?
I think so. Try understand people.
Right. I think that's a message for everyone, that you should understand people.
Exactly. Yeah. Just empathize with others. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have anything you would like to say to other third culture kids who struggle with acceptance?
I think being a third culture kid is, I'd say, one of the best things that has happened to me. So I think it's one of the very good things that could happen to any of us.
Right.
So yeah, accept it and embrace it and
be
know
proud
how
of
to
it.
live with it. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's it.
So you should be proud of your multicultural background.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was really nice having you.
Thank you for having me.
It was really fun, and we'll see you in the next episode.